There are still places on this earth that refuse to be explained, artifacts pulled from the ground that belong to no known civilization, structures so massive that even our most powerful machines would struggle to replicate them, and mysteries so old that every generation of scholars has tried and failed to crack them open. These are not campfire stories. They are documented, studied, debated by the finest minds in archaeology, history, and science. And still, no one has the answers. From a tiny clay disc covered in symbols no one can read, to a frozen lake in the Himalayas filled with the bones of hundreds of people from opposite ends of the world. From a sword forged with technology 8 centuries ahead of its time, to an underground temple that predates everything we thought we knew about civilization. The past is louder than we give it credit for, and today it is calling. So fasten your seatbelt as we dive into today's mysteries. But first, you'll have incredible luck if you like and subscribe before this video ends. The mystery of the Phaistos disc. Thousands of years ago, as the first civilizations began to record their own histories, a mysterious artifact was created. It is a clay disc covered in symbols that to this day no one has been able to read. This artifact is called the Phaistos disc, and it is considered one of the greatest enigmas of the ancient world. The story begins in 1908, when a team of Italian archaeologists were excavating the Minoan palace at Phaistos on the island of Crete. Amid the ruins of a once glorious civilization, they uncovered a small clay disc only about 16 centimeters in diameter. At first glance, it seemed unremarkable, but upon closer inspection, something stopped them cold. Both sides of the disc were completely covered in mysterious symbols arranged in a continuous spiral. In total, there are 241 symbols with 45 distinct characters, some depicting humans, animals, and objects that defy identification entirely. These symbols do not resemble any known writing system previously used by the Minoans, and what makes the Phaistos disc even more unsettling is the method of their creation. The symbols were not carved by hand, but stamped into the clay using individual seals, an early printing technique never before seen in that era. This was not a casual artifact. Whoever made this disc had the tools, the preparation, and the intention of someone recording something important. Scientists have dated the disc to around the 17th century BCE, right at the height of Minoan civilization. At that point in time, writing itself was still a relatively new invention. And yet, the symbols on this disc are far more complex than anything previously known from this period and this place. How could an ancient civilization create such a sophisticated artifact? And why has no other disc like it ever been found? Beyond the issue of the writing itself, the Phaistos disc raises a far bigger question. What was it for? The symbols are arranged carefully, as if they hold an important message. Some researchers believe it could be a religious text or prayer. Images like the head of a man wearing a feathered headdress have led many to see sacred symbolism running through every line. Yet, if it truly is a religious document, why is it completely different from all other known Minoan writing systems? Other theories suggest the disc might be a kind of astronomical calendar, with symbols representing constellations or agricultural cycles. Some have proposed it was a board game. Others believe it was used in ritual recitation. But so far, not a single theory has produced solid, verifiable evidence. For more than a century, generations of scholars have tried to crack the code of the Phaistos disc. Linguists have compared it to every ancient writing system from Greek to Hittite. Cryptographers have analyzed the frequency and repetition of symbols. Even modern computer technology has been brought in. Yet the disc still keeps its secrets. Today, the Phaistos disc is on display at the Heraklion Archaeological Museum in Crete, continuing to fascinate the curious and draw researchers from all over the world. Every year, new scholars attempt to unlock what it says, yet no one has come any closer to an answer. Is it a lost language, a secret code, a piece of ancient art? Perhaps it is the mystery itself that makes the Phaistos disc so captivating, a constant reminder that the past is still filled with secrets waiting to be discovered.